Jump. I came into this world smiling, screaming, and fearlessly curious. Give me some more of that, and I will rush down life's canyons holler, and lightning striking as the spokes spin. Ready again for passion, I quit waiting, I quit watching, I quit breathing, I'm ready to jump. Show me the cliffs, I'm restless and eager, anticipating all I was promised. I don't care if my wings never come and no water below. Free fall does not bother me. I will immerse myself, this pursuit where pleasure lies, because any moment has meaning if I just let myself in. I pant my way down into life's gyrations, the love and worship of this life. Jump. This is a poem I wrote during a week-long workshop event with Michael Mead, who's an amazing mythologist and storyteller who works with a lot of different groups, telling them stories. And that little song I was singing, we sang with a man who'd grown up in Zimbabwe. So we were doing this Zimbabwe song and dance, and he was telling us these stories, and then we'd write poetry. And it was amazing. It was youth and youth mentors that was what came together for this, and about half the kids were gang youth. And Michael does a lot of work with. He just does a lot of amazing work. If you ever get a chance to check him out, he's out of Seattle. And afterwards, we all presented this. We all read poems to the community in the Mission District in San Francisco. So it was a blessing to be a part of it. Called On the Frontlines. On the Frontlines. Running around in the sleep that takes place while people read poetry, while people get to good places, I'm falling asleep on the front lines of poetry, on the crest of the wave of rhythm and wondering, what is my place in this war on barriers, this war on the ego, these attempts to dissolve the walls that prevent us from the big mind, the true self, the walls of the one world totalitarian union only glimmers aloud of the lay person to every person's need to get food, nourished, and fixed. The war that wants us to realize what's inside. The war that dissolves, plugs up, and puts an end to all other wars, because the inside war is the real deal. This is the shit we mistake and blame others for. This is the war poetry is bringing, and while all these hearts are singing, I'm nodding off, falling asleep on the front lines of poetry. The big rhythms and better yet polyrhythms bringing the goods back inside to the refugees of the soul, dropping off the needed supplies, crates of meds to heal the wounds and bombs, to break down the walls that have cut this deep and bound us tight in places without allowing us to be free. We're here with poetry to break down these walls that have separated us for too long, separated east from west, north from south, sky from earth, and life from death. Separated the dance of destruction's realization as the dance of life too, this chasm serrating with a cut that stopped me from integrating and got me so tired to begin with. Here we are dancing on the front lines of this oh so important war, all in jest really, but operating on all levels, pushing back layers of eternity while watching and feeling spheres in their loving embrace collide. All these layers where the trickster is vehement too, big mind cognizant of it all, over soul, underneath it all, the ever prevalent undercurrent, these popular events, current events, the one big eternal event, ever lit and ever flaring candle flame. Here we are on this quest, beautiful, and I'm falling asleep here with gourmet poetry because I flew too close to the sun with wings made of wax, and I'm tired and I need a rest. Tired of firing uncompassionate canyons is the wall, maybe not so wise after all, just wild. Now I'm tired and wondering what's unplugged, and do I care? Would I rather show up or push on with desire, the feelings that want to dance hard while I can, burning out like the eternal flame that caught the whole world on fire? I'll know it and go there and fuck responsibility and fuck reality. I'll let someone else light it up again. Someone else can drum up a tree from the ash. Now subdued by life too tough, resignation seems easy. I'm tired already, not even done being a teen. That's still true. I think of getting old and it's too much. Already on my way, a desolate dharma bomb, dreaming of peace the way the thirsty dream of a freshwater sea. The blind dreaming of the light, the drunk of the holy wine. Just hearing the world moan, the spiritual sexuality of the world longing to be one. The dervishes spinning and just witnessing sad ecstasy on the front lines of gourmet poetry. Rest in my bones and I'll walk the black muddy river later. This is not my war, I protest, but I know It's the only war there is, and reluctant or not, we're all on the big boat going home. But I want resignation, I want peace. Sometimes when I'm not too tired, I want bliss. So today, I just gotta hear the song played real slow so that I can rest my bones.